What's up, Discord? What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Gonna quickly go over the Bitcoin ETF. I mean, this is old news, right? It's like midnight. Okay, so this has already happened. After hours, we watched what happened with Coinbase, Mara, Riot, BITO, HUT, BKKT. Okay, they were all running. Right? They were all up. 15% for HUT, which is a minor. So I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into just what tickers are supposed to be open for tomorrow. And some interesting things, okay? So at the very top of the list, you see ARKB, okay? That's Cathie Wood, that's ARK sponsoring a company that's doing this, okay? They are holding Bitcoin in this, okay? But they're mostly trading futures. You're going to laugh when you hear how many Bitcoin. So first and foremost, they expect that ARKB will have a market capitalization of $1 to $5 billion. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 5 billion, okay, divided by 469,000. Okay, so that is 107 times the Bitcoin that they hold. They only bought 10 Bitcoin for 470 grand. As you can see here, here's the ARK21 Bitcoin ETF. They're going to hold 10 Bitcoin and other assets. They sold baskets for 470,000, and they purchased 10 whole Bitcoin, guys. It's right there in black and white. 10. So if you can see my mouse, look that way. 10 Bitcoin for 470,000 bucks. This is the biggest scam I've ever seen since like NFTs, Beanie Babies, every single MLM Ponzi scheme. They've invested not even $500,000. Okay, to put this into perspective, just recently, Cathie Wood spent over $900 million buying BITO. That was announced in the Discord around, I think, 18, 19 bucks. It's like 21, 22 bucks right now. $900 million. This is 500,000. So, guys, do what you want with this. What I've been hearing is if you're not bullish on Bitcoin, don't be bullish on these. I think that is sound advice on the long. In the interim, people are going to be clamoring to get a piece of this. It's just that simple. They're gonna, which is why I found it funny that coin even moved. And for the record, here is Meta, Microsoft, and Home Depot on the day for calls. So while everybody was, and myself included, paying attention to effing, oh god, it went up even more. While everyone was paying attention to the stupid coin news today, guys, the real money was out there in Home Depot. Getting an upgrade of only 6% upside, mind you. 6% upside, the stock was up 3% in the day. So the upgrade has almost fulfilled itself in a single one day, and they are 1 year outlooks. It's fulfilled 50% of that, more than. It was up, the calls were up 1,900%. You had Meta, same thing. This went berserk on a little teeny upgrade. The upgrade was to 470. I just want to show you guys something. This is 1 year. Okay, 1 year. It was 130 bucks. Okay. With just January 11th or January 10th, 2023, it was 130 bucks. They lose money. They're losing money on their stupid headset. Metaverse. They're $9 billion. We're writing it off. They're getting, they don't even care about it. just 4x, and then we'll give a price target of 470. You're buying the top with these stocks, guys. Needless to say, if you were paying attention to them today, they printed substantially. And then you had Microsoft as well. Even that, guys. It's 1 year was 230 to 382. I own this stock at $32. No jokes. If you go back to pre-pandemic, it was only $100. It's 400% up right now and rising. And this is a big gap that it's never filled. It only filled half of it. Massive gap all the way to 192. Be cautious with them, but that's where the real life-changing money was today, guys. It was Microsoft, Meta, and HD. I believe I called these two out, and Joe told me about MSFT. But anyways, back to the crypto. Why did Coinbase run? This is competition for Coinbase. Let me put it to you like this. If you have a basket of fruit and all there is apples, guess what kind of fruit you're going to eat? An apple. There's 11 new types of fruit that have been added to the basket as of tomorrow, and edit that out. Right, I had to check some things because I thought it was only 6 that were available tomorrow. From what it looks like, there's 6 that are trading on the CBOE exchange, but all 11 are available tomorrow. A couple of things I want to go over. Which one's BlackRock? IBIT. Okay. IBIT is BlackRock. So that's, to me, like BlackRock, don't get me wrong, they have a piece of everything. The most trash stocks that are going bankrupt, they have. But if I was going to invest in one, probably be the BlackRock one myself. Okay? What ones I'm not going to invest in is Van Eck Hodl. You got to be shitting me. That one's for the morons out there, the very gullible retail that are going to buy it based on the ticker and nothing more. ARKB, again, if you've got a hard-on for Cathie Wood and you think she's some kind of savant, even though her ETFs, guys, lost her clients, lost her customers over 80% in 2022. She was like one of the worst performing. I thought everybody thought she was done. Okay, she is lucky January to this January happened, or she's toast. She's off the face of the earth. People will be hunting her. That's how much money she was losing, like 80%. Okay, but if you have a hard on for her and you think she's some kind of god or something, ARKB would be that. But like I said, like it's basically a scam. I mean, they have 10 Bitcoin for fuck's sakes. Needless to say, my personal opinion, I'm not very bullish here. Okay, I was saying before, if you have a basket of fruit and one fruit to choose, which would be Coinbase, okay, more or less, okay, for crypto exposure that's not mining companies, because it makes its money through the trading, right? To my knowledge, they are not even profitable, though. They lose money. I'm just going to verify real quick. I'm pretty positive they lose money. Yeah. So their market cap is $36 billion, and they lose about $750 million right now. Could they make money? I don't know. I don't know how the hell they're losing this. You could probably run that company with a few people. So I don't know how they're losing it. The trajectory is high, but it did bounce off of the 200 before. Anyways, let's put this aside. But if that was your only option before, you've now got 11. So instead of just apples, now you've got apples, oranges, bananas, grapes, watermelons, kiwis, lemons, limes, pomegranates, got a couple exotic ones in there, peaches, pineapples, coconuts. You got, okay, this is the beginning, guys. This is not the end-all, be-all either. This is the problem for all of these. They're taking something that was very concentrated, Coinbase,
they're going to be spreading it through all of those. And guess what? What if you're the SPY 500 ETFs? What if you're any fund? This is what I was explaining to my Discord people today. Is any fund, if they want crypto exposure, they're just going to apply and they're going to have it. So now, okay, maybe I don't want an only Bitcoin fund, but I want JETS, which is JETS. I want exposure to airlines, but JETS decides to also add some crypto. Because why not? For people that want it, we've got it. So every ETF out there could potentially become a Bitcoin spot ETF all on its own. So now you're potentially looking at hundreds of competitors. So it's going to become a thing of there's not going to be money to be made in them because of the Bitcoin exposure, because they're not even owning it anyways. The biggest pumper of fucking crypto, of Bitcoin ever, okay, is Cathie Wood. And she's really backing it up real vigorously by buying a whopping 10 for this shit. Okay? What the hell was that ticker? Oh no, my app is gonna crash on me because it's damn it. Because it's past midnight and it wants to refresh. Oh man. I lost it. 1 second here. Yeah, couldn't load the app because it's just too late in the evening. MSTR, okay, MicroStrategy. They're the largest holder of Bitcoin. To my knowledge, they have over 150,000 Bitcoin. Cathie Wood 10, who says, mind you, she says it's going to $1 million because she's on fucking cloud 9 using other people's money to invest. She's literally gambling on one of the most volatile equity, the most volatile product available on the market is what she's pumping her people's money into. They've got 150,000, okay? Come April. So right now, guys, there's 900 Bitcoins that can be mined a day for everyone. 900. So Joe Blow, who uses his cell phone to mine 0.0001 Bitcoin, Joe Schmuck, who has a small farm of 10 graphics processors, who can farm 0.0002. And then there's, mini miners who have, maybe they have a shed and they have 30 graphics cards. And then you have people that have small businesses that maybe make 200,000 a year on Bitcoin or 300,000 a year Bitcoin. Okay. I was part of one before. Okay. And we actually lost money. I've said this in one of my past videos. We were losing money because the cost of power and the cost of new equipment, you have to constantly replace equipment, guys. It doesn't last indefinitely. You're running these things at beyond maximum power and draw and output every day, all day. It would be like running a gaming PC you hit it into overdrive. Okay, you turn up the specs, you overclock it. Sorry, not overdrive. You overclock your gaming PC. But then you just run it until it breaks. You never turn the game off. That's what mining crypto is like. Okay? So we weren't making no fucking money. And Ethereum, because we were doing Ethereum, was coming down. Way down. Okay? So something with these Bitcoin ETFs, guys, is they're going to be doing Ethereum ETFs as well. So this is just the beginning. And the amount of choices you're going to have is going to fragment what's happening so much. I can't imagine really any of them are going to be that profitable from one to the next. So right now you have 900 a day. In April, Bitcoin's doing what's called a halving. So they're doing what's called a halving. Okay? So it will be twice as hard to mine the coin. Okay? meaning that you can only mine 450 per day globally. Globally, 450 a day. And the reason they do this is because they're almost out of Bitcoin. It's over 92% mined right now, okay? And I love the term mined. It's fucking made up. It doesn't exist. It took me a while to catch on that the Bitcoin is the biggest scam, okay? But anyways, you literally have millions of people who believe it's totally legit, but those are the same people who took fucking phony jabs that were made out of thin air, and half of them are fucking dying. So anyways, sorry to swear, but I mean, come on, there's really no case use here. And granted, fiat is also a scam. It's also created out of thin air. I'm not discrediting Bitcoin and pretending like USD isn't also a scam and a total Ponzi. It's a scam. It's a worse scam. Okay, but it doesn't make Bitcoin credible because it's less of a scam. They're both scams. You understand? Okay, the monetary system is a total sham right now. Unless it's tangible, it's a scam. So, anyways. Let's say, and somehow people think, oh, this is so bullish. Bitcoin's going to go up twice as much. It's going to go to all-time highs. So what? That's only good for people who fucking have Bitcoin now, okay? For companies like Marathon and Riot who are trying to mine it, that's terrible. It's terrible. It's going to be twice as hard to get, and there's less available for everybody. So they're done. So why in the hell Marathon was pumping today, or Hive, or any miner is insane. Okay, I'm definitely not participating in the pump of that trash because it's insane. Come April, they're done. They're pretty much done. They already don't make money, and now they're going to lose twice as much money because they already don't make money. So let me put it to you like this, okay? You got Tesla. You got the factory. They put out 300,000 cars, okay? They got 6-7 gigafactories. They put out 300,000 cars. And then let's just say Elon says, all right, guys, on April, whatever date, such and such a date, we can only produce half as many cars. We're running out of material. We're running out of batteries. We can only do half with all the equipment, but we're going to be having to run at full capacity. For whatever reason, full capacity still only gets us half the cars. So now we can only produce 150,000 cars. Do you think that's bullish for Tesla? If it ain't bullish for Tesla, why the hell would it be bullish for crypto? It's an insane thought in the brain that's just parroted out there on the forums by these people. Oh, look at the past, look at the past. I looked at the past. The first halving, it spiked. The second halving, it spiked a little bit. The third halving, it didn't even fucking move. And the fourth halving, it dropped. It's actually trending down, meaning the next halving, it's probably going to drop some more because new money can't get in to prop it up for existing money. That's how a Ponzi scam works. Early investors get in, tell you about their snake oil, you buy it, they get the hell out, until eventually they're all out and it's only new money. But there's not, how the hell's new money going to enter if there's no Bitcoin for them to enter with, other than this propped up trash that they don't want to buy at that rate? Okay, I mean, if you can convince people to buy it at 100K or $1 million, cool, go nuts. Maybe it'll be a novelty thing, like Pokemon cards, where for that Paul guy or whatever the hell, he gets this card and he wears it around his neck for $1 million. Now it's like a 30 grand card. Okay, NFTs, $1 million, $5 now. Like this is real talk. Like they're worth pennies. They ain't worth shit. Okay, it's the same here. Okay, if you want to invest in, if you think Bitcoin's going to go up, I'll give you the bullet scenario. If you think that's the case, you buy Bitcoin itself. Get a Coinbase account, get get a crypto account, buy Bitcoin, buy MSTR. They hold 150,000 of it. Okay, don't buy a miner. And Coinbase, I would buy because the fundamentals aren't there. They don't have. This isn't AMC and GameStop, guys. The fundamentals matter. Okay, they matter. I went on StockTwits. I was making fun of the StockTwits in the Discord, guys. It was at 151, and on the StockTwits, it's going to be 250 by Friday, guys. It's going to be 200 tomorrow and 250 by Friday. Nobody sell. We all hold. They act like people are in it together. For one, they're not. Okay, they're in it for themselves. For two, it's not a meme squeeze. It's not a small cap. It doesn't have only 5 million. Like, you're on blow. There's no we in it. And it ain't going to go from 150 to 250 in 2 days. When people talk like that, that's when you know, get the hell out. Okay? I can't even. Guys, Coinbase was $37 1 year ago. I showed you what did I show you? Like Microsoft and whatnot 1 year ago, right? Coinbase, we just go to 1 year. Okay, we go to 1 year. Okay. This is saying $47. It must be like a year and a week. It was $37, guys. $37. It's this, it's saying it's up 218%, with a 52-week low of 41.67. 158.75 divide 41.67. So I don't know why it's saying that so low. I guess, like, I don't know. Maybe this doesn't update enough, because I can do math, and I know that was wrong. That's why I just did it in front of you. This trash is up 400%, and they don't make money. They can't operate indefinitely and lose money. How did that work out for Bed Bath & Beyond? How does that work out for any company that's now bankrupt because they don't make money? So, again, if you're bullish, maybe you can get into some of these ETFs and run them up. But this was like a hurdle that Bitcoin didn't even care about or need. Okay, Bitcoin didn't need justification from the SEC. It's existed for a decade. No one gave a shit what the SEC thought. This is for manipulation, for big money, for BlackRock, for Cathie Wood. She's a scammer. I have no trouble saying that publicly. I know she is. She puts on a smile. She acts like she's Mrs. Intelligent, and she's for the people. She's a fucking scammer. I can smell her away, hundreds of miles away. Scammer through and through. Scams everything. Sells Coinbase. She's been selling Coinbase like a mother. Non-stop. She's been selling it. But she's so bullish on crypto. Cathie Wood selling Coinbase. Because I can't access my stupid app because I waited too long to do the video. 2 days ago, selling more. 6 days ago, selling. A day ago, selling. A week ago, selling. She's literally hasn't stopped selling, guys. 7 days ago, 25 million she unloaded. 335,000. December 11th, 2023. So that's about 4 weeks ago now. That's 4 weeks to the day. 4 weeks to the day, she sold 335,000 shares of Coinbase. She knows it's the top. It's the top. I hope to God you made it this far. Because you guys, there's going to be some of you guys out there that are going to try to FOMO this shit. At the fucking top, you guys. Up 400%. You're going to enter a position. At least go with the small ones that are, affordable, that might actually attract new buyers, or new investors to the space, to crypto. 480,000 shares.
Friday's largest sale, it sold 480,000. Then it sold another. So they sold 700,000. For starters, how the fuck did they get 700,000 shares of Coinbase? That's insane. I didn't even read it thoroughly. It just gets worse and worse and worse for Coinbase. It gets worse and worse and worse every time I look at this turd. I can't wait for it to drop. Not touching her fund. She's a scammer. I'm probably gonna buy some IBIT myself tomorrow. That's the one I would be targeting. I don't know why this isn't. I'm definitely not buying this one. I'm not buying this one. And I like this one. BlackRock. Okay. If you're bearish, good news. You can short. You're not going to be able to short these tomorrow, so they're just going to go up. Okay, probably going to be halted for all I know. Going forward, you'll be able to short as soon as they get options chains, which is CBOE already says they're getting set up. You'll be able to buy puts. Thirdly, there will just be ETFs that are, SBTC. Like, if Bitcoin goes down, the value goes up. Like SQQQ. Okay, you got the TQQQ, triple leveraged positive on the NASDAQ. And then you got the SQQQ, which is only like 1x, not 3x, but it's negative. So when NASDAQ goes down, which is like never in the last fucking 3 years, it goes up. That'll be coming, right? So the amount of options we're going to have is going to be too many. You got 5,000 stocks, and now we're going to have all these Bitcoin ETFs. This is going to be a lot for the everyday investor to keep track of, pretty much. Okay? So that in and of itself is going to create some chaos. I just want to check some things here real quick. Let's check the BITO ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF. So everyone acted like today was like this big thing. There already is an ETF, and this is the one that CATHIE Wood bought up. And as you can see, it is also at the top in its wedge. Okay, typically these break down, but it looks to be like it's going to somewhere around 24 before it'll break down. That's BITO. Look at that. No information at all. Wow, that's a good fund. Mara doesn't make fucking money. Mara's trash. It's at the top. Guys, Mara was $3 at the start of the year. 3. It is 30. That's 1,000%. They lose money. Riot. And this is what I'm sorry, this is not what 95% of you want to hear. You want to hear me being all cheery and pro Bitcoin. Fuck that shit. I'm not going to pretend to be. Riot is even worse. They make less and they lose money. BKKT, which is like a credit card reward of crypto, which I thought was a really cool idea. What's wrong with that idea? You're spending points. Most of us don't even spend the like. I have so many air points for air MasterCard, like for travel. I haven't used them. I've had them for 15 years. I have 200,000, almost 300,000. I think. Like I could literally fly around the world 2 times. Like I looked at it. I was gonna book. They've since screwed me on the rewards because they've halved them. So now they're half as good. But I was going to be able to go to Australia and back and still be able to do it again, which is literally the other end of the world. BKKT, they don't make money. They're only worth 168 million, and they lose 145 million. Do the math. They can't survive. They just had a massive run-up from 60 cents in November. So this short squeeze. This was short squeezing by retail. Look at the gap, though. This thing's coming down fast. To tell you that right now. What else is there? I don't even know. Hut 8. I think my dad owned some of this back in the day. Clockwork, pretty much. It's at the bottom end. I kind of like the way Hut was moving today. would you look at that? Another crypto fund that doesn't make any fucking money. Bitcoin's only gone up this year, guys. Only gone up. It was 17,000. It's 47,000 right now. 46, my bad. It hit 47.6 a couple hours ago. Okay, it hit 47.6 a few hours ago. It's 46. It's only gone up. Okay. Here is, where is it? January 2023. Here. This is Bitcoin, guys. 16,000. So if they're mining this and it's gone up 4x, how come they can't make money? What's going on here? Will they make money? I don't think so. It's the thing. I don't think they will ever become profitable. They haven't so far been able to be profitable. And to my knowledge, they don't mine just Bitcoin either. They do mine some other coins, but they haven't been showing to be profitable at all. Why would you want to invest in any of these at this point? Again, if you're bullish on Bitcoin, I would suggest, this is not financial advice, it's what I would do, is just buy Bitcoin. If you're bullish on Ethereum, you buy Ethereum. Sure, this is easier. This is the whole point, is it's giving you some exposure to it. But the problem is, it's like buying an option. It doesn't help the stock out one way or the other. So if you're intending on, if you're bullish and you want it to Bitcoin to go up, buying some spot Bitcoin ETF isn't going to move Bitcoin up. Buying Bitcoin and holding it so that it's not in circulation and not able to be taken, that's the only way to actually have Bitcoin move up. When whales hold Bitcoin, that's how it moves up. The second they decide to sell it, that's when it goes from 45,000 to 40K. And people are panicking because they don't know what the hell's going on. Like we've seen for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks now, right? So that's just kind of the video I have on this whole situation. For anybody that wanted my opinion or cared, the couple hundred of you that may watch, appreciate it. Please give it a like. Please give it a thumbs up. Please, we already subscribed, I would imagine, but if you're not subscribed, share the video. Most importantly, which I'm seeing less and less of, put something in the comments that isn't just like, yo, hey, Kevin. Like, put some comments that engage people so that they actually want to reply or talk about it. Like, start a discourse on the topic so that, we can get some other opinions, because not just my opinion is important or matters. I'd love to hear what some of you guys think in detail. So that would be great. We'll see where this goes. I am really interested to see how it will affect the market, because the market is mostly about moving money, guys. Money will flow from here to here, because even now you're seeing the pharmaceuticals, that's the leading sector in the market this year. Well, this year, it's only January 11th. Within the past few months, it was the one of the worst for the last year. Okay, money just flows, so it's going to have to flow from somewhere. They've downgraded Apple 3 times, and it was somehow green into close. I don't know how it gets 3 downgrades on the back of 4 quarters that were misses. So missed terribly on 4 quarters, had terrible forecasting, somehow managed to get from 135 to almost 200, because the Fed is printing bogus money and giving it to people, and they're spending it on shit like this and pumping the markets, pretending it's going to Ukraine. It's not going to Ukraine. It's going into the markets. It's clear as day. If you don't think that, something's wrong with your brain. Because companies that don't deserve any pump at all are facing all-time highs. On CNBC, I said this, we were talking about this in Discord, every market, guys, globally, is at 52 or all-time highs right now. They said with the exception of China because we don't talk about China. So I'm not sure if that means that they literally the only one isn't China, or that we're literally told not to talk about China and the dude made a rib about it live. The Nikkei, the Japanese market, is at a 30-year high. If you enter in on a lot of these products, guys, and people, they do invest, people in Japan might buy on the New York Stock Exchange. I'm Canadian, I buy on the New York Stock Exchange. Germany might buy on okay? It's global markets. If everywhere is 52-week high or all-time high or 30-year high, you're buying the top. And I don't know how else to say it. I guess I will show one more thing. Greed is driving the markets. This hasn't ever ceased to fail. This is a real thing. You don't need to go to CNN because they're propagandists, but this is their kind of business, so it's not as bad. I don't think they're still very biased, but you can find this greed indicator like all over the place. When it goes to greed, or it's literally one away from extreme greed, we see it go back. And when it gets to extreme panic, or panic but down here to the lowest side, it comes back up. It oscillates. Money moves. Okay? And that's the market dipping and coming back up, just like it did in August for an entire month. It dipped all month because the greed was 84. I remember. 84 extreme, and I was pulling my hair out going, why is this shit pumping? We just had the banks fail. Bunch of banks fail. And then we had another bank fail in and around that time. That kind of went under the radar, but it was like 1,000 branches. It wasn't a small bank. It was big. Okay? And I'm like, what is happening? Couldn't wrap and people still can't wrap their head around it because they don't understand why we are at the SPY is where it is, the S&P is where it is, the Nasdaq's facing on. These are it's unhinged. Everywhere you go, it's euphoria. Well, every drug you have to come down off that drug at some point, guys, and the money printer can't continue to print forever. It could print all year for all I know. I don't know, probably, but it can't forever. And this doesn't take that long to reset. This'll couple months into the grade, and then I'll get done, and then back up and back down, and maybe do it a few times in the year, 2 or 3 times in the year. This is going to pivot around. Keep an eye on this, right? And this is CNN.com markets pre-markets. Keep an eye on that, guys. Obviously we have CPI print tomorrow. I don't care about that. Like, I don't give a shit. Every print, even a bad one. We had bad unemployment numbers last year. The market recovered within 1 hour and pumped again. They don't care. It's an endless pump right now and they'll cherry pick bullish news like Bitcoin spot ETF. They'll just cherry pick that shit, okay, and run the whole market off of it. Nvidia yesterday lifted an entirely red Q's market. It lifted it on its back all by itself and brought it green. So I wouldn't expect any different in the short term. Certainly not this week. Next week, however, is monthly options. If you've made it this far, January 19th. So those will be the monthly options will be expiring that's going to be insane volatility. And you can imagine the February monthlies for these spot ETFs. So February, the monthlies will be February 15th. Okay, so February 15th is going to be insane. Not necessarily in a good way. Incredibly unpredictable, super volatile. There's going to be a lot of earnings happening as well. It's going to be a mess. But January 19th is already set up to be a big mess too. One last thing, I guess, is keep an eye on still the Hawaiian-Alaskan merger, the JetBlue, the Spirit Airlines merger, and we were supposed to get news on iRobot and Amazon today. It tanked to under 30, just under 30, and then it traded sideways. Okay, so I guess we still don't have any news on iRobot. It was a rumor to my knowledge, so I thought iRobot was gonna just like pick up hard, but I noticed that the call options were falling, so I shied away. I just stayed away because it was like stabilized, but the calls were just endlessly falling. They wouldn't stop falling. And I was like, I don't know why is this just falling nonstop? It wasn't making sense. So keep an eye on those because that's what we talked about previously. For mergers, like Spirit's gonna be like $33.50, guys, and it's like $16. So yeah, I will have that video posted for you. Hopefully you have a chance to watch it before market open tomorrow. I doubt it. I definitely should have had this out earlier. I more or less don't care about timing my YouTube properly and doing 8 shorts a day and all the bullshit that they want. Like, I don't care, guys. It's not for me. I'm just going to post it. Whoever sees it, sees it. If you see it after the fact, whatever, because chances are 99% of you are in my Discord, so we're going to be talking about this all day anyways tomorrow, and that's the Discord right there. You can put that link in your browser. It's going to open up. One second here. It's going to open up this window and allow you to choose one of the products. Upgrade.chat from Free4All will allow you to choose one of those products, and then it's going to bring you into the Discord, which is, as you can see, we've got quite a lot of members in here enjoying the service, a lot of activity, a lot of gainers. Okay, we've got a lot of different sections, 401k, all sorts of stuff, and it's monthly. So if you ever don't like it, you cancel. And I've had a lot of people cancel, and then they realized how good it was, and they came back. I'm shit you not, 50 people, and it's not a massive Discord, 300 people. So, just goes to show. I hope you gain some value out of that. I hope in the comments there are some of you guys making some discourse and having a little bit of back and forth so we can figure this out. And in my Discord as well, guys. Free.